according to the commandment of God, all the men who were heads of the children of Israel. Now these were their names: from the tribe of Reuben, Shemua, from the son of Zakur; from the tribe of Simeon, Shabhat, the son of Hori; from the tribe of Judah, Caleb, the son of Jephunneh; from the tribe of Issachar, Igal, the son of Joseph; from the tribe of Ephraim, Hosea, the son of Nun; and from the tribe of Benjamin, Palti, the son of Rehu; from the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiah, the son of Sodai; from the tribe of Joseph, that is, from the tribe of Manasseh, Gadai, the son of Sushi; from the tribe of Dan, Aminiel, the son of Gemeli; from the tribe of Asher, Sethru, the son of Michael; from the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi, the son of Vosha; from the tribe of Gad, Gelu, the son of Micah. These are the names of the men whom Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Hosea, the son of Nun, Josiah. Then Moses sent them to spy on the land of Canaan and said to them, "Go up this way to the south and go to the mountains and see what the land is like, whether the people who dwell there are strong or weak, few or many, whether the land they dwell in is good or bad, whether the cities they inhabit are like camps or strongholds, whether the land is rich or poor, and whether there are forests there or not be. Be of good courage and bring some fruit of the land. Now was the time, the season of the ripe grapes." So he told them to go there and to see what the land was like, whether the people who dwelt there were strong or weak, whether there were few or many, whether the land they dwelt in was good or bad, and whether the cities they inhabited were camps or whether they were strongholds, and then if they had timber, okay? They had forests. So they went and spied out the land in the wilderness of Zin as far as Rehob, near the entrance of Hamath. And they went up through the south and came to Hebron, Ahiman, Sheshai, and Tamai. The descendants of Anak were there. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. Then they came to the valley of Ishol, and they cut down the branch with one cluster of grapes which they carried in between two of them in a pole. They also brought some of the pomegranates and figs. The place was called the Valley of Ishol because of the cluster which the men of Israel cut down. And they returned from spying out of the land after 40 days. So they're out there 40 days looking at the land, and they came back with this abundance of fruit. I mean, a pole with a cluster of grapes. Have any of you grown grapes before? You know, your clusters are usually like this big. You go to the store, you buy yourself a cluster of grapes, you take it home and go, "Oh, I've got about 50 grapes to eat." These had to be huge grapes that they carried on a pole to bring back. Now they departed and came back to Moses and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Israel in the wilderness of Paran at Kadesh. They brought back word to them and all the congregation and showed them the fruit of the land. Then they told them, "We went to the land where you sent us. It truly flows with milk and honey, and this is its fruit. Nevertheless, the people who dwell there in the land are strong. The cities are fortified and are very large. Moreover, we saw descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south. The Hittites, the Jebusites, the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea and along the banks of the Jordan." So there were a lot of people there. There were a lot of fortified areas, and there were giants. When Caleb quieted the people before Moses and said, "Let us go up at once and take possession," Caleb was just excited about this. Let's go take the land that God has given us, for we are able to overcome it. But the men who had gone up with him said, "We are not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than us." And they gave the children of Israel a bad report of the land which they had spied out, saying, "The land through which we have gone as spies is a land that devours its inhabitants, and all the people whom we saw in it are men of great stature. There we saw giants, the descendants of Anak came from giants, and we were like grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight." I remember I talked to the kids this last week about comparing themselves to other people and their drawing abilities. Don't compare yourselves because each one of us is unique. Well, there's a lot of comparison going on here. We were like grasshoppers. So all the congregation lifted up their voices and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel complained against Moses and Aaron. And the whole congregation said to them, if only we have died in the land of Egypt, or if only we had died in this wilderness, why has the Lord brought us to this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and children should become victims? Would it not be better for us to return to Egypt? So they said to one another, let us select a leader and return to Egypt. How many years had they been in captivity? How many? 400 years. Slaves for 400 years. And here they are on the broach of the land of milk and honey, and they're going, let's go back. Being a slave is better than this. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. But Joshua, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, who were among those who had spied on the land, tore their clothes, and they spoke to all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, the land we passed through to spy out is exceedingly good land. If the Lord delights in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it to us, a land which flows with milk and honey. Only do not rebel against the Lord, nor fear the people of the land, for they are our bread. Their protection has departed for them, and the Lord is with us. Do not fear them. Here we see a man of faith. Here we see a man pleading to his congregation, do not turn away for the task and the land that God has given you. Do not fear, do not be afraid. The Lord will give it to us. He has promised it to us. And all the congregation said to stone them with stones. Now the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of meeting before the children of Israel. So here a man of faith stands up and says, we should go take the land. And what do? They say, we should stone him. We should stone him. Then the Lord said to Moses, how long will these people reject me? And how long will they not believe me with all the signs which I have performed among them? I will strike them with pestilence and disinherit them, and I will make of you a nation greater and mightier than they. Now, the Lord did this one time before with Noah. Remember? Is the Lord frustrated with the people? Yes, he is. He's frustrated. Now, Moses, they want to turn away from Moses. They want to go back to the land of Egypt. They want to stone the spies that gave a good report. And Moses, and this shows you the true character of Moses and his relationship with God. Moses said to the Lord, then the Egyptians will hear it, for by your might you brought these people up and among them, and they will tell it to the inhabitants of this land. They have heard that you, Lord, are among these people, that you, Lord, have seen face to face, and your cloud stands above them, and that you go before them in a pillar of cloud by the day and a pillar of fire by night. Now if you kill these people as one man, then the nations which have heard of your fame will speak, saying, because the Lord was not able to bring this people to the land which he swore to give them, therefore he killed them in the wilderness. And now I pray, let the power of my Lord be great, just as you have spoken, saying, the Lord is long-suffering and abundant in mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, but he by no means clears the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generation. Pardon the iniquity of this people, I pray, according to the greatness of your mercy, just as you have forgiven this people from Egypt even until now. Is this one of the greatest intercessory prayers you've ever heard? Moses is begging for the people of Israel, even though he is basically fed up with them too. He begs for their lives. He begs for their souls, and he also tells the Lord, listen, if you do this thing, the report's going to get out that you brought these people in the wilderness, and then you just let them die. Then the Lord said, I have pardoned according to your word, but truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of the Lord, because all these men who have seen my glory and the signs which I did in Egypt and the wilderness, and have put me on the test now, these 10 times, and have not heeded my voice. They certainly shall not see the land of which I swore to their fathers, nor shall any of those who rejected me see it, but my servant Caleb, because he was different in spirit in him, and has followed me fully, I will bring into the land where he went, and his descendants shall inherit it. Now the Amalekites and the Canaanites dwell in the valley. Tomorrow turn and move into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, how long shall I bear this evil congregation who complain against me? I have heard the complaints which the children of Israel make against me. So to them as I live, says the Lord, just as you have spoken in my hearing, so I will do to you. The carcasses of you who have complained against me shall fall in the wilderness. All of you who were numbered according to your entire number from 20 years old and above. Except for Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua, the son of Nun, you shall by no means enter the land which I swore I would make you dwell in. But your little ones, whom you said would be victims, I will bring in, and they shall know the land which you have despised. But as for you, your carcasses shall fall in the wilderness, and your sons shall be shepherds in the wilderness 40 years and bear the brunt of your infidelity, until your carcasses are consumed in the wilderness. According to the number of days in which you have spied the land, 40 days which for each day you shall bear. I, the Lord, have spoken this. I will surely do so